So we continue with the expectation around friendly greetings. And this time, it's this. When I meet an old colleague or neighbor unexpectedly and greet them warmly, I expect at least some kind of acknowledgement. But when they look away and they act like they don't even know me, I end up searching my mind endlessly for when and how I offended them. What did I do to deserve this? So, what's the expectation here? Yeah, there's an expectation for a friendly greeting, but then when that doesn't happen, it bangs into an extremely painful learned expectation, I think. It's your fault. If we expect that it's our fault, what are we going to do? We're going to endlessly search for how I offended them. What did I do to get this reaction? I've worked with so many people who spent their childhood or their marriage or a deep relationship with someone who made them to blame for everything. If dad was grumpy, it was her fault. If mom was having a bad day, he was to blame. Somehow, didn't pick up the toys, was too happy, was something. If that is in your past, this particular expectation that it is your fault when something doesn't come your way will be pervasive. And you can get a clue if you endlessly search for what you did, why you're to blame, why you deserve this. This is the type of thing that if you tap for 6 months on reactions that you have, and you really feel for, well, what did I really expect here? What did I expect here? And not getting that, what does that mean? When you do that and you start shifting your energy around it, you'll find that the conditioning that you have that it's all your fault switches to a different place. First, we have to start where we are. Even though I must have been the one to offend them because they didn't give me a friendly greeting. And I know it's my fault. I accept that that's my expectation right now. Even though I expect it to be my fault, when someone else reacts in an unpleasant way, I'm open to the possibility that it's not. Top of the head. Oh, it's my fault. Eyebrow. I learned a long time ago. Side of the eye. It's my fault. Under the eye. Of course it's my fault. Under the nose. You don't understand. It must be my fault. Chin. It's too scary to think about it being them. Collarbone. I must have offended them. Under the arm. I still haven't figured out why I deserve this, but I must. Top of the head. My brain keeps searching for why I deserve their treatment. It can't be because they're a jerk. When we were unsafe, not being to blame, like if you were really clear, if you're used to taking the blame, and you imagine the time when you learned that with the people that you learned this from, and you imagine being really clear that, Yeah, I offered a good, friendly greeting, and they responded with unkindness, dismissal, whatever they did, and that's on them because it wouldn't have cost very much to be civil, but they weren't, right? Even though a part of me is still trying to figure it out. What if I didn't expect people to be civil? And that's kind of sad, and it might free me up. I'd like to feel more free here. Eyebrow. I'm tired of taking the blame. Side of the eye. It doesn't take very much to be civil. Under the eye. But they weren't. Under the nose. And what if that's about them? Jen. Part of me has always figured it was about me. Collarbone. That part of me is tired of that heavy expectation. Under the arm. It's really painful to expect that anything is about me if it doesn't go right, if it doesn't feel good. I let what's theirs be theirs, and what's mine is mine. Take a breath, shake it out a little. You can, if you have someone in your life who knows you and loves you and respects you and that you feel safe with, you can ask them, is there something in my energy or attitude toward them that feels off to you? The people that love and respect us can tell when we're off. They might say something like, well, you seem really tentative, like you're a small child when you, hi, or I notice that you're really friendly and they're backing off. Does that mean you deserve? No. Does that mean you offended? And I think that there are things that in my own self, and I'm not speaking for anyone else, but I know that there are ways that I have behaved in the past that didn't leave much room for someone else. If I'm not dropping in and checking in with myself, if I'm going and greeting someone expecting their time and attention when they don't have it to give, that's on me. In the sense that I believe that there's a good solid upgrade of, hey, here's someone I'm meeting, and I I greet them warmly, and then I pause and I let them reveal where they are. And I let it be mostly about right now and them and me and whether there's an exchange that wants to happen in an easeful way, a safe and respectful way. When we do that, we're demonstrating holding space when we greet someone. That's different than unexpectedly running into someone and expecting that they're ready to be with their feelings about us. And someone's feelings about us, it's not all about us either, for sure. If you've been taking the blame for a lot of things that really aren't yours to own, you probably feel the chaos of taking responsibility for someone else's feelings that really you have had nothing to do with. If you feel that chaos in your body, continue to tap. tap and breathe. And if you need some extra support, please let me know. All right, let's continue.